this video, we're going to talk about line studies in MetaStock. And a line study is different from an indicator because it's basically a drawing tool. So it has some kind of interaction that you as a user will need to do on the chart when you're doing it. So let's take, for example, something like a trend line. So all the line studies are all across the sides of the charts. So you can hover over them and they will tell you what they are specifically. So Fibonacci fan, time zones, a standard error channel, all of them will hover over and tell you exactly what it is that you're looking at. But let's show you an example of a drawing tool and some of the customizations that you can do with it. So for example, if I take a trend line here, and let's say I were to just draw a trend line here, you just click at your starting point and then hold it. You'll see the pencil there telling you you're drawing. And then once I let go and click, it'll draw my trend line for me. Now, one of the things with different drawing tools and everything is they will customize with the chart theme. Now, if you don't like the color of the line study, you can always change it by selecting it. We've talked about double clicking or right clicking on something can be a way to edit it. So you just double click into it or right click on it, and it will give you all the properties of what you can do with this particular line study. A lot of people will like to change the colors to their own default. So if I click color style, I can just come over and let's say we want this to be blue. I want it to be a standard line, but I want it to be a little thicker. Click apply. Yeah, I like that look. So what I can do is once I've done that, you can save that as a default. So I just go to save all pages as default. And now every time I do that, it will draw exactly as I've just saved. So it's a great little way to customize it. Now that only does it for that specific drawing tool. So each drawing tool that you use, you have to customize in that respect. Now, some other examples here. So we have a measure tool, percent or points. So if you were to do that same thing, I'm just going to draw it underneath so you can see the difference here. So there's my tool there telling me how many points that has moved. So there's different ways to draw those tools. There's circles, there's squares. So if we're drawing a circle, just click, drag, and you'll see that one has a little circle next to it, letting me know what I'm drawing. And again, you can customize everything with these different things by just double clicking into them. I can make sure it goes to a circle by clicking that, change my color, style. All of that is available to me as a tool. So each one of these will kind of guide you to what you need to do. So if I grab the Andrew's pitchfork, and I'm just going to draw it incorrectly here so you can see. So you can see when I click on the first point, it anchors in and it kind of gives me what angle do you want. So I let that go. And then it says, okay, now we're going to add in your pitchforks. So if I click that, it'll show me exactly where it's going to draw. So it's easy to draw all these different tools. They're very intuitive in the way they go and drag and drop, which makes them very, very easy to use. So that is a great way to use our drawing tools. If you have any questions, as always, reach out to us here at support. Thanks for stopping by.